Hi guys, throw some reactions, and this video I'm going to react to the season 2 premiere of Babylon 5. Finally! Thank you for waiting, but finally I'm gonna start this new, new novel. I'm excited, I'm nervous. There are many things that I obviously want to find out, but I think the number one thing for now is obviously the whole Delenn situation. Like, I'm assuming she's going to step out of her chrysalis right now. I'm not sure, what the result will be, but I guess I will finally know. Alright, let's get into it.
I need you to do one other job. And this comes straight from the President.
What the hell is going on? Or why
Status report.
Why did we start off with them?
It is now 8 days since the death of Earth Alliance President Luis Santiago, and 5 days since Commander Sinclair was recalled to Earth without explanation.
What? He's gone? Sinclair is on Earth, and it's been 8 days since the assassination. What a way to start!
Security Chief Michael Garibaldi remains in critical condition in MedLab. Dr.
Still?
Franklin's done all he can, but we still don't know if he'll recover.
He will.
As for Ambassador Delenn...
Don't tell me she's still in the...
Well, something's going on in her quarters. That's for sure.
This may be breaking the chain of command, but I have some news, and I felt I should deliver that news myself. Your commanding officer, Commander Sinclair, will not be returning to Babylon 5. He's being reassigned permanently.
Excuse me?
The Babylon Project was our last best hope for peace.
You even replaced his voice?
$250,000
What?
humans.
Where's my Sinclair? No, guys, what is this? I'm not happy about this. Where is Sinclair? Why is he even gone from this? I can't even look at this. Oh, not the shadows, stop! Well, at least she's still in the credits, so she's alright, like I knew.
The Tragati has been seen in this sector. If it should appear, you must go to the humans and tell them what we've told you. It's time they knew the truth.
After 2 years, we still don't know what Ambassador Kosh looks like inside his encounter suit. And Ambassador Delenn is in a cocoon.
A cocoon? As in a moth or a butterfly?
Yes, sir.
That's what I said.
Interesting place you have here.
I mean, the Minbari aren't exactly going to be thrilled to find out you're running Babylon 5. I hear they still call you Starkiller.
It was a long time ago. 12 years. Maybe they've forgotten about it by now. Yeah, I know. I don't believe it either.
Okay, sorry, I already have to pause. I'm sorry for not saying a lot. I feel like... I'm sorry, but I literally feel a little bit dizzy with all of this. I'm just shocked. I'm like, is Sinclair really gone for now? Like, I'm gonna assume he's gonna return, because again, you guys have made it perfectly clear to me. The show is totally, all planned out, all, again, 5 different novels. But I'm just shocked. It's just so sudden. And not just the fact, like, it's not just, oh, he I don't know. He's, like, relocated. But also, the whole intro changed. Voiceover is different. We have the new guy, and, I mean, he seems fine so far, but, like, what the hell is Sinclair? But I know that this all takes time, plus I'm barely like, what, 30 minutes into the episode? I know. But yeah, if you're like, why is she looking all over the place? You know why.
They tell us that Sinclair is now on our world.
He is an ambassador.
So you say. But the Grey Council never tells anyone the whole truth, does it? If you value your life, leave now, while you still can.
Managed to stabilize his condition. Dropped in as many region packs we think his body can handle. Now all we can do is wait and see if he comes out of the coma. Could be hours, days, weeks.
Please tell me
Years?
it's hours.
Never?
Don't even say that.
It was an early Earth president, Abraham Lincoln, who best described our current...
Captain, they're ready for you.
Ah, good.
Could we given him a little bit more time to practice?
It was an early Earth president, Abraham Lincoln, who best described our current situation. He said,
CNC, this is security.
But it's good look, charm, speech.
Is there a problem?
Hey, wait a minute. This car.
Oh.
His name is Kalei.
Well, at least you're not
He
dead.
was second in command of one of our flagship cruisers during the war with your people, when our ships were ordered to surrender. One of our war leaders, Sinoval, took his own life rather than obey, and became a martyr to his own crew. Kalane assumed command, and as a final act of protest, they and the cruiser disappeared into self-imposed exile.
So how does someone in the Ministry of Culture know a high-ranking member of the warrior caste well enough to recognize him 12 years later?
I would answer your question if I recognized your authority. We lost many of our best warriors because of you. And we do not soon forget such things. If there is a doom on this station, it is because you brought it here.
Kalane feels his world has betrayed him. If that's true, wouldn't your first target be the representative of that world?
Delenn.
Get up.
I'm hoping we're not too late to come to that conclusion.
Move aside.
We've seen his moves.
If you are going to kill me, then do so. Otherwise, I have considerable work to do. Ambassador Delenn is indisposed at the moment.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Perhaps you would come back later. Much later.
Everyone knows Minbari do not kill Minbari.
Then why are you here?
What would you do with the gun?
Maybe you never intended to kill them at all. Perhaps something else is going on.
I'm so confused. Like, maybe I'm forgetting things again. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely more complicated for me than usual to follow everything. But I'm definitely confused with the whole Black Star thing, and like I mean how they call the Minbari ship that Sheridan has like destroyed, the Black Star. But like Black Stars and stealth technology, this all reminds me of the creepy ships of the Shadows. I'm like, wait, was it already established, or am I confused again? I guess I have to wait more. But yeah, Black Stars stealth technology really reminds me of those creepy ships that the Shadows have been using to destroy, well, those 10,000s of Narns in the season 1 finale.
I apologize if I was rude earlier. There is something we need to discuss, especially in light of Kalane's presence. It concerns the reason you were sent here, the relocation of Commander Sinclair, and the reason we surrendered at the Battle of the Line.
Well, okay, I'm interested. I'm sitting down.
At the Battle of the Line, we discovered where our souls were going.
Into humans?
They were going to you. Minbari souls are being reborn.
Haven't I said something like this before?
Or in full, in human bodies.
So you stopped the war in order to avoid harming your own souls?
Yes.
Oh my god!
But the Council, Commander Sinclair was the first. There will be more.
Yes.
Captain, we've got
Holy
something major
shit.
coming through the jump gate.
We literally just straight up got the answer. We straight up got the answer. Oh shit.
Ports are open.
We were in bed in this beautiful hotel, rose and mint wallpaper.
Why the hell are we cutting to this?
Check this out. Hold on
Oh,
just a sec.
never mind. What the hell? Is it like a what is the name? Cyanide pill? I forgot. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to kill yourself? He was threatening people with a gun.
And if we refuse?
Captain, she's launching fighters.
Well, okay, yeah, that's
Recall your fighters. Any attack on this station will be considered an act of war.
The war has already begun, Captain. All that remains now is honor and death.
I thought I was a pessimist.
Kalane is dead. They say it looks like suicide.
it was
That's what I was afraid of.
that
They
kind
want
of
it to
pill.
look like we are provoking them into war.
Yeah, I mean, this whole bit about us sharing Minbari souls.
They weren't told, remember? All fighters hold position.
Sir, what are you doing? If they hold position, they're perfect targets.
Zeta Squadron requesting confirmation of standby order.
Because they all want to die? That's the goal here?
Confirm it, damn it! Continue to hold.
You better be right about this. Oh.
I don't understand. They didn't fire.
What the fuck is going on, man?
They're here because I called them.
What?
I knew the Minbari government had sent another cruiser to look for the Trogati. But since no one's seen it, I figured they were waiting in hyperspace till they heard about another sighting. Looks like I was right. They can't surrender without being dishonored, and they can't fight without a war. So by forcing us to attack, by dying by human hands, they become martyrs.
And because you're known for having fought them, you're the perfect target.
War cruiser is ordering the Trogati to stand down and prepare to be boarded.
The response?
Just one word. Honor.
We're picking up a change in the Trogati's fusion reactors. They're moving towards critical.
If Sinclair had been here instead, maybe they might not have attacked.
Maybe they would have. I learned a while ago that there's enough guilt in the world to go around without grabbing for more. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt.
Can't you step out of your freaking chrysalis already? Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Are you listening? Should I say like, hey Sinclair, step to the door right now? Don't end before she's out of it. What is all that fluids? You better don't end the episode. Okay. There's still hope for me.
So, what does everybody think of our new captain? Well, I haven't seen too much of him, but what I have seen, I like. I think he's gonna be okay. Susan?
I agree. It's funny, he was supposed to meet us here for drinks. I wonder what could be hanging him up.
Well, the last time I saw him, he said something about having a half hour to give some good luck speech or it wouldn't
count.
When was that?
We cannot escape history. We will be remembered in spite of ourselves. The fiery trial through which we pass, light us down in honor or dishonor.
It's empty, right?
To the last generation. We shall nobly save or meanly lose our last best hope of Earth.
Ah, I wanted to see the Lynn. This was the season 2 premiere of Babylon 5. I thought it was very good. It did take me some time to sort of calm down. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I still have a lot of questions, but first of all, I'm extremely shocked that we actually got the answer. At least, you know, towards the whole, like, why, you know, what did they do to Sinclair? Why was he chosen? Etc., etc. And I'm pretty sure that I was, like, at some point, I was a little, like, I was pretty close to it, for fuck's sake. Didn't I at some point? I mean, to be fair, I had, like, a bazillion theories, so it's kind of cheating. But did I at some point, when I still believed that Sinclair was going to be the one who was going to have this chrysalis thing, and he was going to be reborn, because I think I thought that maybe the Minbari believed that, like, he had their soul, or his soul was necessary. I mean, I linked it to the whole reincarnation thing, but obviously I had no idea, and I don't even remember where I made this messy, like, theory thing. But wow, I'm still shocked. I did not even think about that, but it makes a lot of sense. It couldn't make even more sense. You know, all this time I was like, why would they stop? And I think you know, it was clear that they had some kind of belief and that humans were, like, needed for that, but still. But now it makes sense why they suddenly had this, you know, big revelation of like, whoa, let's stop the war, even though we're on the winning hand. I can't believe it that they did this discovery on Sinclair and were like, hold on, humans and Minbari, they are sharing the souls, and that's why less and less Minbari are being born, and the one who are being born, it seems that they are, you know, there is something, I guess, lacking. I think they set it up very well. I don't, you know, it's the perfect, I guess, balance for me of being surprised, but at the same time, like, oh, it makes sense. because we did have a lot of build up, and we had a lot of information. It's something that I believe you could come up with yourself. And like I said before, and I like, you know, twists or like aha moments if I feel like there was a chance for the audience to figure it out themselves, instead of something that just kind of feels like, you know, random. So I very much love that. But as I said multiple times, I'm definitely still a little bit shocked with the lack of Sinclair. And I do hope he's going to return already in this season. Obviously, don't tell me, but I do hope that very much. Because, I mean, I think it was clear that I'm very attached to the character. I really like the actor's performance. I've said that he's you know, Sinclair became one of my favorite like fictional characters of like any show. So it would be a huge bummer for him to just be gone. But yeah, he has to return at some point. I mean, we have seen him with like, you know, older, with like a scar and everything. I think we will, at some point in the show, we will be at that point again. Having that said though, I do think Sheridan is definitely promising. At first, you know, I have to admit, I was a little bit like, oh, the new guy, like, why are you here? I want Sinclair. I'm not gonna lie, if I could like choose to have Sinclair back right now, I'd be like, hey, please give me Sinclair. But yeah, very quickly he definitely made a good impression on me. And I'm liking, you know, I'm liking the actor as well from what I've seen. And this character definitely has something likable, but at the same time I definitely find his, like, the things that we learn about his past definitely believable. And I like that he, you know, that he also shared his fears with Ivanova, and that he was also, you know, discussing this whole like, hey, what if Sinclair was here? You know, they believe this whole, I mean, they believe that he also has like the Minbari soul. He's the reason, you know, he was like the first human they made contact with. He's the reason why they believe, you know, I mean, that why they don't want to kill off humans. I mean, why they stopped, because they are like, hey, we're all in this together. If he will be here, with all of this mess still happened. And I liked even more Ivanova's response to that, and her little, you know, how she explained to him, like, hey, there's already so much guilt going around. Please don't go around and try to grab it of it anymore. But yeah, I guess I'm still surprised, because I mean, I stopped at around like 30 minutes and I was like, what the hell is going on? But even though I was still very much like, ooh, you know, I feel like my eyebrows once again got a whole lot of exercise with this reaction. I'm happy that, you know, even though again I'm still like, what the fuck is Sinclair, I am liking this Sheridan so far. Was that my freaking phone? I'm sorry if you heard a noise. But I also really like the storyline of this one. I like this whole, you know, once again we seeing some more information about this, I guess, how do we say that? The dynamic between, you know, the religious caste and the military caste. And I've been wondering the same thing, like, hey, if we would tell them about the whole, you know, humans sharing souls with the Minbari, would they believe it? Yeah, I don't think so. I very much doubt it. I feel like we're gonna get that answer, you know, at some point more explicitly, I believe. And there's definitely going to be some kind of there's, I don't know, like, would there be like a war between two castes? Would that be? Isn't that a little bit too much? I don't know. But I don't think they would be too pleased if they find out that that's the reason why the war got called off. I don't think so. But yeah, I was definitely, you know, intrigued with this whole mystery of Kalain, I believe. You know, what was he doing here? Why was he waving around a gun but not really using it? I should have, you know that there was something off when he didn't kill, I guess, like, one of the guards. You know, he just knocked him out unconscious. I do feel like that was supposed to be, like, one of the clues, because a lot of the times when we do deal with like baddies in the show, they do tend to take out anyone who's in their way instead of like knocking out and risking that they will tell on them. So I do think that was also a hint. But I liked how Sheridan all worked it out, also got like the backup, and figured out this whole like honor and death, and realized like, hey, this is pretty much what they believe to be their only outcome. You know, at least they can have like an honorable death, because they can't just return to the Minbari, because, you know, again, they're like outcasts. It made sense. I liked it. I liked the explanation of it as well. I also like that we got some, you know, I already said, but like we got some explanation about Sheridan, some background, but in a natural way. I already said that, but also I think I understand that he's also the son of a diplomatic envoy. I'm curious to find out more about that. I was definitely a little bit surprised at first, because I was so focused on his reputation as like the Star Killer. Star Killer's like, wait, is he gonna be like totally focused more on the fighting part and not really just, you know, using words as weapons? But when I find out that he's like the son of a diplomatic envoy, it's like, oh. And I mean, that did, I guess, make me a little bit less nervous, because I like that Sinclair, you know, a lot of times he got out of situations with, you know, again, talking, to put it simply, and it would be a shame if that wouldn't happen. But yeah, I don't think I have to be too worried. But then again, Sheridan and Sinclair are obviously two different characters, so that's also something that I'm curious about. You know, see future episodes and wonder like, hey, I think like, you know, Sinclair would do it so and so, but now we have him doing differently. And again, like he himself was having worries about, you know, he is definitely, you know, not shy from doubting about it himself, or thinking about himself like, you know, would this have run differently if Sinclair was be here? And not just because of, I don't think it's just because of the whole soul thing, but, you know, obviously I know that people were talking shit up behind Sinclair's back, but I do believe that there's still a lot of people who respect him as well. Also, you know, Lennier wasn't that much in the episode, but he, once again, you know, he definitely got my attention. We already know about his moves. He shocked me with that in the previous season, so I knew what he was capable of, and he was definitely serious, and he's very protective of Delenn. And it was also, I guess, sort of refreshing to see him. I don't know, the way he was addressing Sheridan. I know that he apologized afterwards, but I was definitely like, oh wow, you know, because a lot of times when we saw him in the previous season, he seemed a little bit, well, maybe insecure is not the right word, but I don't know, it was just different. But I just liked how loyal he is to Delenn. And I mean, the cocoon did start to crack and all of that, so I'm very curious to see how their, I guess, reunion will go, if I can even call it a reunion, because again, I'm assuming that she's gonna have like different memories and stuff. But also, if she's gonna go out of the chrysalis, or out of the cocoon, why wouldn't she go after Sinclair? Like, what if she just steps out of the cocoon and is just gonna be like, well, bye, I'm gonna go to Sinclair? I can't really imagine her staying here with Sheridan. But at the same time, I guess as well, because like Lennier said, he didn't tell the whole story. I mean, they believe that, you know, the two sides of their spirits are needed to stop the darkness, which are the shadows. But they feel like they shouldn't tell the humans, because they're like, oh, the humans will come to that same conclusion themselves. Well, hopefully. But he is rightfully worried about that, because, yeah, if that is a mistake, then we're all fucked. But yeah, maybe, I mean, thinking about that, maybe she will stay and try to make those people realize a little bit faster. I just wonder what Sinclair is doing in the homeworld, but I don't think we're gonna have like episodes set in the homeworld of the Minbari just yet. I don't know. I mean, the show, I mean, it's not, I know that it's not because it's called Babylon 5 and it will always have to be on Babylon 5, but it does feel like that way. It does feel like that's what they're going for, and it makes sense. I can't imagine them solely, you know, completely changed his perspective and just giving us a full episode on the Minbari, like in the Minbari homeworld. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much my messy review. I mean, the one thing I do want to mention before I forget again is, again, that I really liked the speech, the whole good luck speech that he gave, and the quote that he shared of Abraham Lincoln. And, you know, this nice touch at the end when, you know, when Ivanov was like, oh, he could have picked a better time, and we see, you know, the camera slowly pans out and we see that there's no one in the room. I don't know, I like that little touch. And yeah, again, just in a short way, I guess, just like in 40 minutes already making me care about this new character and being like, okay, you know, I feel like I want to root for you. I feel like I really want to, you know, see you like become a great leader, or making sure that that we're, you know, getting close to this mission statement of the Babylon 5. Yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully my reaction review made sort of sense, but I'm excited for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.